Alright everybody, I've just arrived here at Amsterdam Central Station, right here in the heart of the Dutch capital. Beautiful ornate train station. From here you can get a train pretty much to all of the Northern European capitals, Brussels, Paris, even London, England. Very cool. And it is a dreary day, as you can see. Really overcast and gloomy today. So I'm on a layover here in Amsterdam, and I have exactly 4 hours to explore the Dutch capital. So pretty impressive train station. You can see the gold accents, red brick, very cool. And you can see right here, this is the start of the canals, I suppose. There's water all over downtown Amsterdam. So this is a canal city. There are canal cruises like the one you see right there. I haven't decided if I'm going to take one. I might. We'll see how much time I have left here. But beautiful ornate architecture pretty much around every corner here in Amsterdam. It's a very beautiful city, and thankfully it looks like the light of the sun is finally peeking through these clouds. So one thing that's unmistakable about a visit to Amsterdam is the fact that the entire city smells like so there's pretty much smoke in the air pretty much in every street. So it's definitely a liberal city in that regard. And right over here on the canal side is the Basilica of St. Nicholas right there. Beautiful church. It's a little bit backlit right now, unfortunately, but beautiful historic structure facing Amsterdam Central Station. And you got to really watch yourself down here as you walk around, because you might be standing on a tram rail, which would end quite messily. All right, I think I'm going to head down Damrak, which is one of the major streets here in central Amsterdam, and head down towards the Royal Palace, which is not too far away. It is just chaos here, though. Oh. I'm pretty surprised at the amount of tourists that are here in Amsterdam right now. It's pretty cold. It's definitely not pleasant time to visit, so just tons of people here. But I'm getting pretty close here to the Royal Palace, which is coming up straight ahead of me. It is pretty touristy though, as you can see. There's gift shops, cheese store, and also some shopping like TJ Maxx or TK Maxx here in Europe. Primark is right there. So this is Dam Square, and this is Amsterdam's major city square. Just a short walk from the Central Railway Station. Very beautiful spot. You can see the church here in the corner and the impressive Royal Palace right here. So you can see it has an obelisk on one end, and on the other end is the Royal Palace. And some beautiful churches around here as well. It's just incredibly busy. There's so many people out. Definitely feels cramped, and that everybody's always in your way, and vice versa. And a lot of pigeons. And the 12 p.m. bell is ringing right now. And the Neue Kerk, or the new church, right next to it. So lots of very important landmarks right here in the center of this square, which is very close to the central station. You can see the central station is just at the very end of that short stretch of Damrak. And the obelisk that you can see right across here is the National Monument of the Netherlands. So a lot of important landmarks right here in Dam Square, including that impressive Royal Palace. Really cool building. So I'm just strolling down the continuation of Damrak, which is Rokin. So these tall, narrow buildings are what Amsterdam is really known for, as you can see. Fairly iconic. A really good stretch of them here too. Right in front of the Rokin metro station. As you can see, it's just a sea of bicycles as well. Thousands of bicycles pretty much everywhere in the city. It's crazy. So pretty unique sculpture right here. This is the Cara de Mujer. I think that's how it's pronounced. Pretty impressive though. It's two female heads, one beside the other. So the jet lag is definitely catching up to me at this point. I only had about 3 hours sleep the night before I flew out of Calgary, so I definitely am tired. I was overnight on the plane, arrived here at 1 p.m. yesterday, and I got to my hotel at about, I don't know, 2:30, 3 o'clock, and then crashed shortly thereafter, and I woke up at 2 in the morning today, so I am definitely tired as it's noon now. My body seems to think it's the end of the day coming up, so I'm winding down for the day, unfortunately, and my brain is starting to get a bit foggy and losing energy very quickly. So I got myself a McCafe. Hopefully I am able to stay caffeinated and see as much of the city as I can. This is probably the first time in a long time that jet lag is actually hitting me. I think it's just the culmination of many days of very short sleeps piling up. So hope to catch up tonight. So I'm actually really tempted to do the Canal cruise. They're only about 13 euros for an hour, so it's not too bad. I did it about 17, 18 years ago, so it's been a long time since I sailed through the canals here in Amsterdam. So it actually looks like this building is toppling over. It's resting at a precarious angle if you look at it closely. It's probably not a safety hazard, or else they wouldn't allow it to be there, but interesting. But I'm walking down towards the flower market, which is right down here on the right. Unfortunately, there's a lot of trash around Amsterdam, but it is kind of like New York City. It's controlled chaos, I suppose. And this is the Munttoren. Looks like an old steeple or clock tower right here in the center of this square, just at the south end of the Rokin Canal. And the Bloemenmarkt, or the flower market, is right over there. So I'm gonna head over there and check it out. Last time I was here was August of 2019, so 3.5 years ago. And likely grown in greenhouses, of course, but plenty of tulips on offer here.
Yeah, okay.
It goes on for quite a long way too. They have these bulbs here for sale. If you wanna take them back home and grow them. It is definitely a little bit less impressive this time of year just because hardly any tulips are in bloom. So those are plastic, and there's wooden tulips there as well. So really gorgeous views down here along the canals. You can see this great view just at the, I guess, west end of the Bloemenmarkt, looking down the canal. Really pretty scene here. So just given my energy level, I think I'm gonna hop on one of these canal cruises and sit down and enjoy the views. So you can see here it's 13 euros for adults and 9 euros for children. Pretty reasonable for a 1 hour cruise. Heading on in.
Ladies and gentlemen, shipping company Koi wishes you a warm welcome aboard. During this trip, you can listen to an explanation of the highlights we will pass en route.
All right, I am back down here in the Dam Square. So I did have a pretty good time down here today. Again, I didn't get to see too much, way less than I had hoped to see, but such is the nature of these layovers. You can't really see too much given this short amount of time. So I'm not gonna overthink it, but managed to see some of the major sites. At least made that beautiful walk from the central station down to the Bloemenmarkt and took a canal cruise. So two of the major highlights here. But I'm heading to the train station now to catch the train back to my hotel, pick up my luggage, and head to the airport to my next destination of Morocco. See you there.